Okay, this problem has us doing pretty much the same thing. We're going to find the vertex, and we're also going to tell whether it's the highest or the lowest point on the graph. And I'm not sure why, but I threw in the axis of symmetry. That's really easy to figure out. Okay, so for one thing, when we look at our quadratic, it's got a positive a. That means that it's going to open up. Okay, that means that wherever the vertex is the minimum, the lowest point on the graph. We start with the x-coordinate of the vertex. And it looks like b is -6 again. A is +1. So I get a +6 over 2, which is 3. Y-coordinate. Looks like -9, -7, -16. All right, so our vertex is at 3, -16. Our axis of symmetry is always the x-coordinate. Now, I don't know if it looks like they just want you to put the 3 in. I can't help but write it as an equation of a line because it is a vertical line. And this is, the vertex is the lowest point. Done with that. Same idea. So for the following, I'm going to do the same thing. We just have more stuff to work with here. That looks like that gives us a +2. And all right, 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12, minus 24. That gives me a -12 plus 4. It looks like that's a -8. Axis of symmetry, x equals 3 again. And this is opening up the same, so it is a minimum. So a is positive. This parabola opens up. All right, they want a little more information on these next couple of problems. They're asking us to find the range, and remember, the range is the y value. And max and min, that's the lowest or highest. They're just using more technical math terms for it. Also identify the intervals on which the function is increasing or decreasing. Okay, so we have a negative in front of our x squared. That means it's going to open down. And this is also another version of vertex form, where I can rewrite this as -x minus 0 squared plus 2. So when you just have an x squared and an addition subtraction outside of the squaring, it's always an up-down translation. So what we have is we have this this parabola that's opening down, and it's at y equals 2, the vertexes. X-axis. Okay, so the range is dictated by the min or max. So our min or max is going to be 2. That's the most the y value will have, and that's our maximum. The range has everything to do with the maximum, because all of our y values have to be between that number and, it looks like, -infinity. And does it include that number? Yes, it does. And it's increasing everywhere it's going up. That's the left of the vertex. So that would be -infinity to 0. Now we're talking about x coordinates. And it doesn't include that because right at 0 it gets flat. It's not increasing or decreasing. It's just turning around. And then from 0 to +infinity, we are decreasing. Let's do one more of these. Max or minimum value, also identify the intervals. All right, so again, go for the vertex. So it looks like I get a -4 over 4 and a -1. All right, 2 times positive 1 is 2, -4, -3. It looks like we get a -7 plus 2 or a -5. So our vertex is at 2, -5, and it's a positive A, so this will be opening up, which means, so let's identify our min-max. It's opening up, so we have a minimum, and that minimum, by the way, it's always implied that you give it a y value. The minimum is at -5. So our range means that everything, all our y values are going to be above or equal to -5. You know, looking at that, I wonder if I did this one backwards. Not sure. So I'm just going to write it the other way, and I'll let you know in class. I'll have a chance to take a look at it. All right. It's increasing because it's, I'm just going to sketch this so I can kind of keep track. Okay, so it's decreasing to the left of the vertex. So -infinity to x equals 0. And it's increasing to the right of the vertex. All right, I got some numbers wrong here. First of all, my vertex is at -1, -5, and that means that my range, or my increasing, decreasing changes. The range doesn't change, but what do we have? We have -1, -5, something like that. It always helps me to see a picture. Okay, so it's increasing to the left of the vertex. That's going to be -infinity. All right, now just all discombobulated. It's decreasing to the left of the vertex. -infinity to -1, and then -1 to infinity. It's increasing. All right, I'm going to turn this off and rest.